What's up, kings and queens, and welcome back to another welcome back to Disaster Queen. You already know what it is. It's me, Alex. I cut my hair. I've never like this short ever, but I like it, and that's what matters. And we are here today for an honesty hour. It's not going to be an hour because, I'm in the middle of washing clothes. So might be like 20 minutes, a little bit like 20 minutes. But yes. So I just wanted to come up here, shoot this little video, show you guys just a little bit into what's been going on. Where I cut my hair, where I've been at, and just some things that's on my mind. You can see behind me, obviously I'm in my car. I just felt like that this was a really good time to sit and talk. And here I am. So, I don't know if I am. By the way, it's like super... I thought somebody hit my car. It's like super windy out here as well. When I was driving from getting my brother from work, there were signs saying like no empty trailers, no empty mobile homes and stuff like that. And there was one delivery truck that was in front of me, and it was like woo, woo, but it was on like my right side. So I was like, I'm going to just stay this distance in case it tip over that way. I got time to just go back that way because I was in the fast lane. So, I don't drive fast. So that's why they call me Grandmama. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit into my nickname. Oh my God. Y'all. I ripped my pants. And I didn't even feel it. Time to go shopping. But yes, so they called me Grandma because when I was in high school, I broke my knees. Yeah, I know. I broke my knees playing my favorite sport, and I no longer play that sport. Like, I still play around just a little bit, but I'm traumatized from it. I feel like I'm gonna break my knees again if that happens. So I tore ACLs, some other ligaments, and I had bone fractures. So like this is your knee, and you're supposed to have like ligaments in between. My knee was like this, and this part of my bone on both sides was just rubbing off. Because I went to the hospital and they were like, hey, no. So I skipped the part. My crackhead gym teacher at the time, I was in 9th grade. I was all about my grades. He was like, I let them know, like, hey, listen, I can't participate in PE, so I can't really do anything because I broke my legs. And during the summer, it was only one of them at the time. And the hospital was like, oh, you didn't break it. You just sprained your knee. But I really had a torn ACL. So I just kept walking on it, and that shit did not heal properly. So I was just like, okay, I didn't know. I was like 14 or something like that. So my teacher was like, hey, if you don't participate, I'm gonna give you an F. And I'm like, oh, absolutely not. That's not what we doing here. So I play basketball like I normally do. I took the wrong step. My right knee went, my left knee went. That was it. And like, it didn't hurt. It was just like, what the fuck? I tried to get up and my legs was like this. My legs was like this. So I was just like, my brightness is being weird. But yeah, so my legs were like kind of like dangling. And I was just like, well, that's done. But it was like all the adrenaline or whatever the case is. So long story short, I was walking with a cane in school and I was tripping everybody, and it was just like, stop with your grandma ass. And it just was like grandma, and it just fits, because I do like a lot of grandma shit. So and another one was like was Gerbu, because it was trying to be, it was more like trying to say grandma cripple ass, and it came out Gurple. So they started calling me Gurple as well. So grandma with your cripple ass, Gurple. Yeah. So growing up, I realized this the other day. This is why I'm telling y'all this. Growing up, I don't want to say never, but I don't remember ever being called beautiful or like good looking or anything like that. I always had like self-confidence, I always was like, I have high confidence. I look good or whatever. But it was never told to me. I was just like, oh, I look good or whatever, right? But growing up, when I hear it, it's a little weird because like I'm not used to hearing it. So I cut my hair, right? And it was different for a lot of people. I keep forgetting I don't have hair either. So it's different for a lot of people. And a lot of people, they're used to seeing me with hair. So they like looking at me like, because I still have like feminine features, which I'm actually happy about, because I didn't want to look manly or anything like that. Like, I'm not a butch. So I just dress comfortably. So sometimes I wear baggy clothes. Sometimes I don't. I wear fitted clothes, but I don't wear tight clothes, feminine clothes. That's not me, per se. Like, oh no, it's raining. But anyway, so, but I do let people know, like, hey, I'm part of the Alphabet Mafia. If you can't tell, so like I have my mask, Ooh, look at my eyes. I look good. I look fly. My mouth was open and I took that out. But also I got some like rainbow Crocs or whatever the case is. And I get a lot of compliments on my apparel. Woo. I get a lot of compliments on my apparel. Like, oh, your outfit look nice, or I like your shoes. I get that a lot because I wear different colors. Like, I like to wear colors. And my hair too. Like, if I have a different hairstyle, I have a certain hair color, or if I have a certain haircut. But I never cut it this low. Like, I would have like sometimes not necessarily a high top, but I would have like hair at the top and like cut my sides down, but it'd still be dark. But never like this. I initially wanted to go bald. I'm gonna tell y'all why. I found out. So it was last Saturday. I was with my boss at work. I was training her because she's new to the company, so I was training her on a lot of the stuff and she was asking me about my hair and like why I wear hats and stuff like that. I was like, to be honest, I don't really feel like doing it, and it's easy. Also, y'all don't know what I look like without my hat on, so if y'all see me out on the street, y'all won't really recognize me. You'll think that is me, but it could be somebody else. It could be. So it's just like, oh, let me see. So I like showed her my hair. She was like, oh, you have really fine hair. I have fine hair. And she goes, why do you have a bald spot? I was like, I got a bald spot. I was like, nah, I don't. My hair just thin, right? So I went home and I was like, something was like, yo, let me check, right? So I turned my camera on. I did like a 360. And then I watched the video back and I went into this panic. I was like, oh my goodness, no. Oh, I'm going bald. Oh my God, no. I'm too young. I'm not even 30. Oh no. All right, so I kind of was upset because I'm like, why ain't nobody tell me I was losing my hair? I wasn't necessarily like going bald, like my hairline and stuff not receding or anything like that. Also, Maryland barbers suck. It's like they don't know how to cut hair. I went to so many different ones and they suck. So y'all already know what I'm about to be doing. I don't mind. I'll go there for a haircut. I'll go right back to my hometown for a haircut. I don't care if it's 3 hours away. I will do it. So, would be jacking me up. But yeah, so I was just like, you know what? I don't even care. Just give me a baldy, right? So I found this Asian spot. What it says, it's like the sports barbershop or something like that. I thought it was black people, to be honest. And then I was like, oh, it's these Asians or whatever the case is. And the Asian lady, she was racist. She wasn't. I don't know. she was judgmental because she thought that I had like thick hair and rough hair, and she was like, we don't cut long hair. I was like, bitch, I just want all of it off. Just bald me out. That's what I want. Just keep me bald. Just cut it all off. Cut it off. Just cut it all off. So when she went to cut my hair, she goes, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? She was like, oh, your hair is really soft. And she already started cutting my hair, so I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is at this point. And then she was like, oh, you have really nice hair. And my sister-in-law was like, you should get a fade as well before I left. Because I was like, why nobody tell me I was going bald? She was like, I thought you knew. I was like, no, I didn't. If I did, I would have been cut my hair. But, you know, it was, you know, they mean well. You know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing like malicious or anything like that. But at the same time, I was just like, damn, I'm going to just cut it and let it grow back. So, but the Asian lady was like, no, we're not going to cut it all off. And I was just, all right, whatever, fade it out. So, so she did, and I was like, you know, I like it. So I gave her a tip. She didn't know how to count. She kept giving me too much money back. And I'm like, you know, I ain't about to get no bad karma from this shit. Here, this is the money. Listen, because I paid her and I asked for change. She kept giving me, because I asked for change for 20. She would give me change for 20, then give me an extra 20 with my change, even with the change after the haircut. So since the haircut was 18, right? I gave her a $20 bill. She's supposed to give me $2 back. Then I asked for change for a 20. I wanted her to give me 2 5s and a 10. She would give me the $2, 2 5s and a 10, and the $20 back. And I was like, you giving me too much money. So I would give her the $20 back. So she would give me $10. I'm like, you're not supposed to give me anything back. What are you doing? And then I gave her $5 as tip, you know, whatever. So I tip people. And then the fact that, you know, that she actually, she didn't really mess me up. So I was just like, all right, cool. But then she came to, I sat in the car and I was just like, oh shit, I cut my hair, right? So I was like, She came to the car and she was like, I think you paid me wrong for the haircut. And I showed her, I was like, listen, this is all the money I have in my wallet. I gave $20, it's $2. She's like, yes. I said, I asked you change for a 20. You gave me 2 5s and a 10. She said, yes. I said, one of the 5s I gave to you. She said, yes. I said, that's right. You don't owe me no more money. She was still confused when she went back, but I just said, fuck it. I don't care. But yeah, so like people was like staring at me, and they was like looking at me, and it was just like, I was getting a lot of compliments and stuff. You know, I'm grateful. Thank you, you know, everybody who was complimenting me, you know, like my pictures and stuff like that. But to be honest, it was a little weird. It was, because, you know, it's not something that I'm used to. Like, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you look nice and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, thank you. But I really was just like, I don't know. It was a little weird. I mean, I liked it, but I was, because I'm not used to it, you know. And even my older brother, he was like, you know, the haircut looked really nice on you because you have a very beautiful face. And I was like, oh, thank you. But I was like, And I think, you know, it probably like chucks it up to like, maybe I did have some sort of insecurity, because for some, I really do think I was insecure for a little bit, because I used to think that I had like a masculine look to me. But that's not why I dressed the way that I dressed or anything like that. You know, when I was younger, I was pretty my whole life, to be honest. I was. I would look. I think it would be social media. I think that's what it is. Like I would be on social media and I would look at other people and I was like, oh man, you know, they look nice, and you know, I don't really look like them, but not like in a bad way. But it was just like, they look really nice. And I wasn't the type of person that would be like, oh, I fall in this category of people, because that's not me, you know? So I was just like, oh, okay, you know, well, they look nice, you know? And then I was just like, I'm fine as fuck. I'm just not photogenic. That's my thing, you know? So I don't know how to take pictures, and I don't really take pictures often, but when I do, I post them because I like them, you know? I don't post them because I'm like, ooh, they gonna like this post. Because if I did that, I would post nothing. To be honest, I would post nothing. Yeah, I'm on my hair journey. I'm my weight loss journey as well. That one is a little hard though because I love food, but food don't love me. You know, I started good. I fell off a little bit. You know, I stopped eating vegetables, but I'm gonna continue to eat them again. I eat vegetables, but I just haven't, like this past week I haven't. Like I stopped eating my fruits and stuff as well because I've been having really long days at work. But yeah, so in the summertime, I cannot really do much or anything and I would lose weight. It's like that every summer. But like in the wintertime would be my hardest thing to do. Would be lose weight in the wintertime. Like in the summertime, I wouldn't even really need to go to the gym. God damn, I look good. I look good. Let me stop. I'm not self-centered or anything like that. I just appreciate my face. But yeah, so for a long time I wouldn't get down to the weight that I wanted to because, you know, I would listen to other people. They would be like, "Oh, you look good like this. I like the build that you have." And, you know, to be honest, at first it was like I'm gonna lose weight, you know, just to be healthy. But now, fuck that. I want to be skinny. I want to be skinny. Not like that, but I do. I would want to be the size that's recommended for my height. And to other people, I would look skinny. I can still be like, I can have an athletic build and still be at the weight that I should be for my height. So that's my goals for the future. I don't want to push myself too hard, but I do want to have it like I think I want to do it in like a 3-year span. It's going to be shorter than that. I know it is, but I want to do it in a 3-year span so I'm not stressing myself, because that's been happening a lot lately. I've been going to work, and I've been having long hours at work, and I have no time for myself. So sometimes I'll just be tired when I get home, so I will come home and go to sleep. I have no time to cook or anything like that. So that's another reason why I kind of like fell off of like my health tip and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm getting better. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. So yeah, so I'm okay, y'all. I'm doing good. I could be better, but I'm proud of myself where I'm at. I'm doing good. And thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Later.